Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. The biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Right, welcome along to Zwift. In 1 minute 30 seconds we're going to start the walk, run, walk half marathon. This idea is that we walk for half a mile, is it? Something like that? I can't even remember now. Run for 1 mile and then walk for half a mile. Pretty sure. Let me just double check that. Yes, run for 1 mile, then walk for half a mile. So we're going to walk for half a mile at 5.6 kilometres per hour, and we're going to run at 13.7, which is quite fast really for a run walk. Darren, thank you very much. So we're going to start with the walk, I think. And we're off in 30 seconds. Let me just get my treadmill going. So we're walking 5.6 kilometers per hour for 800 meters. This gets us warmed up. And we are away. Oh, I need to change the power levels, don't I, on my... Hang on. Right. Power levels look more sensible now. Winning Inters says, good luck, everyone. Right, so Group A, I'm not sure everybody's going to follow. The idea is that we start walking, we walk for 800 metres, and then we run at 13.7 kilometres per hour for 1 mile. Now, if nobody stays with me, if I've got nobody to lead, then I'm just going to run and get the run done, because it looks like everybody's gone off. But that's fine. If they want to do that, then they can do that. Far be it from me. Although we haven't actually started yet. Oh no, we have. Timer's going round. Stephen Smith, hello to you, buddy. Winning Inter says he's had to take a break as he's suffering with severe shin splints. Okay. I had severe shin splints about 6 years ago. Yeah, it's not good. Luckily, haven't suffered with them since. Right, I'm right at the back, pretty much. Everyone else has gone off running. So they're completely ignoring me. And away they've all gone. Carol Rushworth is in Group B. Hello, Carol. So maybe Group A are just doing what they all want then. Maybe they're just doing their own thing. I'm supposed to be leading Group A, but I'm now at the back of the field. Maybe everyone's running the first bit then. They're doing it the other way around to me. But I'll stick to my plan of walking 800 metres. That's what it says. Yeah, it's, you know, what can you do, Darren? Andrew Cutmore, hello, buddy.
No. Nice.
Yeah, so if it turns out that nobody wants to follow the kind of rules of the run, which is run, walk, run, or walk, run, walk, it is walk, run, walk. So we should be starting with the walk. If nobody wants to follow those rules, then I will just run a half marathon and we'll get it done. Yeah, Tina, 2 hours is a long time, isn't it, to get this done in? But there we are. I don't think many people want to do the walking section. We'll see. When I start running, if I catch people up, maybe I've got it the wrong way round then. Maybe everybody is running first and then walking. Maybe I've missed some memo somewhere. Anyway, there we are. We've literally only done 200 metres, 300 metres. So it is going to take a while to do this, but 2 hours is the expected time to get in. And there doesn't seem to be much point being at the back here doing nothing when I'm not actually with anybody at all, am I? Oh, bless. Look, Carol's waiting for me. Thanks, Carol. I don't really doubt Ryan, no, but that's what we're doing. Although, well, that's what I'm supposed to be. That's what I've agreed to do. Is walk, run, walk. But no, if nobody's staying with me, then I'm going to just do my own thing. I'm going to walk out this first 800 metres if it kills me. I'm going to stick to the rules for at least the first block. Right. Yeah, but I've got 200 metres to go. And then I'm going to start running. And we'll see where we get to. I'll catch up the group and see if anybody is doing a walk. Right, Victoria says ditch the rules. Stephen Smith has his first group session run tomorrow with his athletics club. Since October, very excited. Well done, nice one. Got my jumper on, so if we're ditching the rules, then I will just start jogging, and what I'm going to do is I'll do a progressive half marathon then. So I'll just slowly get a bit quicker, and we'll see where we get to by the end. Right, so jumper off. To reveal the Zwift singlet, and let's go. Let's get this done. Oh, take my hat off. Need to open the door to get a bit of fresh air in. Bear with me. Right, 9 kilometres an hour, and we'll just start jogging slowly. We'll do a kilometre here. Okay, so 20 kilometres to go. Winning Inter says, any advice for good recovery with shin splints? Yes, but you're not going to like it. To rest, rest and rest. There is nothing you can do. Maybe some light massage, slowly rubbing the shin splint area to freshen the blood supply up. So you're pushing the dead blood, you're pushing the old blood out, getting a fresh blood supply in on a regular basis. Other than that, you just have to rest. It took me 3 months to get back. So yeah, 3 months it took me to get myself back into shape after shin splints. Right, Ryan Downey reckons 30 seconds to 2 minutes walking and then 4 minutes to 6 minutes running. I'm not sure I can be even bothered to do that, to be honest, though. I don't think there's any point in doing the run-walk thing if nobody else wants to do it. I don't want to do run-walk. I would rather just run the whole thing. I'm quite happy to lead a group of people who want to run-walk. But if nobody wants to run-walk, then I'm not doing it, because I'd much rather get the run over and done with and get the job done. Let's give Carol a ride up. Yeah, winning it. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is with shin splints. You know, you've just got to let the muscle and it's basically the protective coating around the muscle, or I can't remember what it's called, but the protective layer around the muscle needs to repair because it becomes inflamed, and you just have to let it. You just have to rest and let it get better. Right, Carol's running with me for a minute or two. Carol, I'm going to be doing this progressive, so I'm going to just start getting a bit quicker as the kilometres go by. So I'm in 23rd out of 26 at the moment. Boyd running? Because I haven't seen his name on the list anywhere. Because he's leading Group B, isn't he? No, they're not as obedient as the pack lot, are they? They've just gone off and done what they want. I know that you'd have words, wouldn't you, Ryan, if there was insubordination like this? My phone then, Carol, because I thought Ryan was supposed to be leading Group B. Oh, right, I've got a message from him saying he can't get in. Hi, Grace. Yeah, we're supposed to be doing it as a run walk, and I'm supposed to be in Group A, leading Group A, walking and then running and then walking. But the whole of Group A have disappeared into the distance. Carol, yes, I saw Dawn. Sorry, I saw that Ryan has had a technical problem. Yeah, Ryan Boyd messaged me to say he couldn't get in to the programme for some reason, so he's not running. Right, so I'm going to up it now to 9.2 kilometres an hour, slightly faster. So we're going to just gradually increase the pace, 0.2 for the duration of the run. See how well we do with that. Darren, maybe, yes, that might be quite good. Sub 40, 10k, yeah, all right. Let's do that next week. So, Carol, I'm just going to increase the pace every kilometre by 0.2 of a kilometre per hour. So I'm currently at 9.2, so the next one will be 9.4, then 9.6, and so on. So stay with me as long as you want, by all means. Winning says, where do you find all the music? I use a website called Epidemic Sound. You pay a subscription per month, and then you can choose whatever music you want, and you do not get copyright strikes. So that's on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitch. It's all copyright free, although you do have to pay a subscription per month to use the service. Tuesday PM. Is it possible, Darren, you could do it later in the week, like Thursday or something? It's just Tuesday's a bit... I've only just got back into things. I'd like a little bit more time just to get myself ready. Would that be all right? If I'm going to do a fast 10k. Okay, Carol's going to stay with me until I get too quick for her. She wasn't planning on doing the whole thing anyway, so that's fine. Stephen Smith is going to set up a meet-up on his birthday, which is the 20th of December in the morning. So, yeah, if I'm free, Stephen, I'll join you for that. 2.5k done. Only 18.5 to go. But we're going at a nice, sedate pace. And no worries at the moment, just nice and relaxed. So we'll get this done. I've no idea what time it'll take. In fact, I could put a target up, couldn't I? And that'll tell me how long it's going to take. Although if I'm speeding up all the time, it won't help, will it? So maybe I won't put a target up. What was that in the half marathon, Carol? 1 hour 45. Amazing. Well done. It doesn't have to be Thursday, Darren. Okay, well, all right. Tuesday it is then. Let's do Tuesday then. I'll be all right. I'll cope. If my hamstring goes, I'm blaming you. No, it won't. It'll be fine. We're heading across the water to the volcano now. Don't know if we're going to go up to the top of the volcano or whether we're going to just go through the middle of it. But if you've never seen it, it's quite good. Lots of lava. We don't want to get too near the edge of the road in case we fall in. Right, so here we go up to 9.4 now.
Right on!
Cindy, thank you very much for your ride on. We're 3 kilometres in, we've got 18 to go. Hello, Filippo.
Nice.
Okay, Darren, thank you. I was going to start my watch. No, I'm not. I'm not doing virtual race. I'm just doing it on Zwift. And heart rate is coming from my chest strap, and speed is coming from the treadmill, and power is coming from my foot pod. So no virtual run. Totally, in all the confusion about the run-walk strategy, I totally forgot to start my watch. I could do it now, I suppose. Right, Darren has paid his first subscription to be a Zwifter. He's now officially a Zwift rider. Nice one, Darren. Right, Monica is interested in the meetup, Darren. So yeah, it's just Monica. It's just a case of being careful and not striding out too much. My left hamstring is always a little bit tight after a hard effort, so it's still, my left hamstring is still just a little bit tight, and I always need to be a little bit careful of it after I've done a hard effort race. But it's now a week since the race, so it should be starting to ease up soon. Kim, well, I'm not walking now. We were supposed to be doing a run-walk session, and it was supposed to be half a mile walk, 1 mile run, but nobody in my group was interested in doing that, and they've all gone off and sped away. So I've left them to it. Basically, I had a little chat with everybody and said, look, do you want to do this or not? Nobody responded. They've all gone off, they're all miles ahead, apart from Dawn Courage, who is leading Group B now, doing the run walk, but nobody in Group A is doing the run walk, so I am now just running a progressive half marathon. I've had my birthday, Stephen. It was last month. It was about 1 month ago now, in fact. No, Darren, I'm quite happy. You choose your favourite run, your favourite route. Okay, well, if I catch them up, Darren, who did you say? Freeze and Spillane, okay. Oh, there's Spillane. Oh, that's Group C, though, yeah. Okay, Spillane in Group C is doing run walk. That's fine. And Freeze is doing run walk as well. He's in Group C. Okay. But yeah, I don't think anybody in Group A is interested. Monica, it doesn't matter. If you can't keep up, just slow down. There's no... if I'm struggling, I slow down. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Daniel Lee says, do you not get sore running every day? Do you do stretching, and any tips for recovery? So do I get sore running every day? No. Why do I not get sore? Because I run every day. So the more you run, the more you get used to it. Now, you can't just go from running once a week to running 7 days a week, because you will get injured. So it takes a long time. In fact, sometimes it can take years to build up that running strength and endurance base, so you can eventually run every single day 5-10 miles and not get injured and not get tired, especially if you do it at a sensible pace. So you'll note here, I am going at a very leisurely pace. I'm not trying to go super fast. We're just going up to 9.6 now kilometers per hour. So we're taking it nice and easy. And in the majority of your runs, so 80% of your running should be very easy, comfortable, relaxed running. And only once or twice a week should you do really hard efforts. So my tip for recovery is just keep running. Run more, build up gradually over time, and then the more you run, the more you'll get used to it and the easier it is to recover. But I can't stress enough that you mustn't just suddenly start running 7 days a week, 10 miles a day at breakneck speed. You must take months, if not years, to slowly build up. Okay, Daniel, so I started running for a running club in 2011. I started, and my first proper race was in 2010. So it's been 10 years since I started regularly running. And every year, pretty much every year, my mileage has increased. So, hang on, I can tell you. I can tell you exactly. Bear with me. Sheet. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? In 2011, I ran 654 kilometers. In 2012, I ran 1,084 kilometers. In 2013, I ran 1,454 kilometers. In 2014, I ran 2,000 kilometers. In 2015, I ran 2,993 kilometers. Why did I not do the extra 7? In 2016, I ran 2,962, so slightly less that year than the year before. In 2017, I ran 4,001 kilometers. In 2018, I ran 4,033 kilometers, so just a bit more. Then had a dip in 2019 because I was injured. 3,609 kilometers for that year. And then this year so far, I've run 4,829, so a big jump this year. So I've had a big jump this year because I've changed my style of running. And I do a lot more distance, but a lot slower. So I can cover a lot more distance in a week because all of my runs, most of my runs are much slower. But that has got me to a new 5k PB and a new marathon PB this year. And we are now coming up to 5k done. Carol is still with me. So we can now just see some of the Group A runners on the screen there. Orzen is 19 minutes ahead. Rosner is 17 minutes ahead. Rivero Santana is 7:45 ahead. And Dawn Courage is 4 minutes ahead. So, so that's some of Group A there. And they're the ones at the back of Group A, towards the back. So the main bulk of Group A are way, way ahead and seemingly not interested in run walking at all. Hello, Lucio. Okay, so Lucio is at 4,820 kilometers, but it's a rest month, so not aiming for 5,000. I'm aiming for 5,000 kilometers this year. That's what my goal is for this year. I don't think there's much more to do, is there? What did I say I'm on? 4,860 something? So yeah, just 100 or so kilometres left to do. I should be able to do that by the end of the month. I mean, well, I'm planning on doing 100k next week, so we should easily be done by the end of the month. Right, up to 9.8 kilometres per hour now. 10 miles to go. Yes, Darren, that should be fine. 6 p.m. on Tuesday, we're doing a sub 40 10k. If anybody wants to join us, see Darren Van Dit for an invite to his meetup on Tuesday. Aaron Green says, I'll be lucky to get to 1,500 kilometres, let alone 5,000 kilometres. Yeah, well, that will be, I should make it, and that'll be the first year that I've ever done 5,000 kilometres in a year, so. But it is just all about that slow build-up over the years, adding the mileage year by year, improving your core base fitness so that you can bang out those miles without getting injured or without getting overly fatigued. And that's what running at this pace does for you. Is that what it is? About 13.7 kilometres every day for the whole year? Gosh. Alexander Bastos, hello buddy.
Nice.
Well done, Aaron. So Aaron is recovering from an injury this year. It has been a very strange year, hasn't it? I think the global lockdown actually helped me to do more miles. Okay, so next increase of speed will be another 0.2 of a kilometre per hour, and we'll go up to 10 kph now. And we'll just keep adding on the 0.2s every kilometre. So I think we're going to finish on about 13 kph, something like that. Hang on a minute. So 10 kph from now, and then the next lot will get us to 11 kph, and then 12, and then 30. The last kilometre should be about 13.2 kph, something like that. Sussex geezer. Chris Simon says, do you have a preferred or favourite time of day to run? Not really. I mean, lifestyle dictates that the times I tend to run are mid-morning. Well, it's like from 9 o'clock in the morning I often do a run, and then mid-evening, 7 or 8 o'clock, I'll do a run. But no, I don't know. I've got no preferred time to run, really. Okay, Carol says we get up to 12.8 by the end. Okay. Merry Christmas to you, Aaron. He's about to do 5k with the Brisbane Road Runners. Go for it, Aaron. Nice one. I love the fact that we can just chat to people from the other side of the world just like that, live on Zwift. So Carol and me are gradually picking off some runners. C Mast from the USA is 28 seconds ahead of us, and we're gradually catching him up. Oh, he's stopped by the looks of it. Wonder why he's going very, very slowly at a snail's pace. So next one on the list is it Snowberg? He's 4 minutes ahead of us. So we'll see if we can catch Snowberg up. Oh, Carol's running through the stones. That's not very comfortable. Lucio says this is the future of running, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, it is cool that you can, well, not only can we chat to people on the other side of the world, but we can run with them at the same time. Fantastic. And, you know, the video 5K yesterday, if you watched that, and, you know, we had Chris Nolan on the other side of the world, and we had him on video running with us live there. And, you know, people all over Europe and in America. We had Sarah Jacobson running in America. Really, really cool. Where are you, Lucio? Ben says, how is the Techno Gym Myron? Good, with a caveat. I have been having some odd Bluetooth dropouts recently, but I think that is more Windows 10 related than Myron related. And it didn't happen yesterday, and it hasn't happened today so far. So, and there was a Windows update yesterday. So maybe, well, maybe they fixed something. Who knows? Grace says Chris Nolan's setup was very nice. Yeah, well, he looked like he was in his lounge, and it was 7:30 in the morning where he was, as opposed to 8 o'clock in the evening where we were. So that's pretty fantastic as well, isn't it? So Lucio's in Argentina, Chris Nolan and Aaron Green are over in Australia, Sarah Jacobson is in the USA, Darren Van Deer is in Malta, we're here in the UK. People are running all over the world, literally all over the world, and joining us on Zwift. It's fantastic. It's so good, and you know, we feel like we're making, you know, even though it's just online and we know we haven't met people, it feels like we're making genuine friends who we chat to every day. Okay, there's another kilometre done, so we'll go up one more at 10.2 now. 14 kilometres left to go. So by the time we finished, we should have a nice little graph of kilometres going up and up and up, which should be good. That'll look nice on Strava. Okay, so ahead of us now is LK from the USA, 3 minutes ahead. Freeze is 3 minutes ahead, although he looks like he's stopped. Snowberg is 3.5 minutes ahead. Yi from Canada is 5 minutes ahead. Dawn is in Australia and she's 5.5 minutes ahead of us. I was just saying yesterday, it would be awesome if we could have a real life meetup of some Zwift runners. I know obviously it's very difficult to get people from all over the world, but it'd be great if we could do a UK meetup of some people, maybe in the middle of the country sometime. We all meet up for a day, go and have a run or something. It'd be awesome. Okay, Darren, so if you want to go and have a look at Darren on the Zwift Companion app and friend him, you can ask for an invite to join the meetup on Tuesday. So we're doing 3 different groups on Tuesday. A 10k at 4 minutes per kilometre, 10k at 5 minutes per kilometre and a 10k at 6 minutes per kilometre. So that means you'd be doing, for the group A, for the first group, you'd be doing 15 kilometers per hour. For the second group, you'd be doing about 12 kilometers an hour. And for the third group, you'd be doing 10 kilometers per hour. So group 3 would come in 1 hour for 10k. Which trees, Kim? Kim Salt says, why don't your trees have any lights on them? What, in game or in real life here in my garden? I'll put some lights on them for you if you want. For the next video 5k, we're going to do a Christmas theme next week and everybody's got to dress up in something Christmassy. Whether it's just a hat or a full Santa outfit. So we should have some Christmas lights for that, I suppose. Grace, you're funny. Well, Leo. So Leo's saying, what on earth are we doing? I was supposed to be leading a run-walk half marathon. So you walk for a little bit, and then you run for a little bit, then you walk for a little bit, then you run for a little bit, and do that a whole half marathon like that. I've done it before. It's organised by Ryan Boyd. Not Ryan Downey, Ryan Boyd, who does a lot of run-walk groups. And I gave instructions at the beginning that we would walk first and then run. And we started. And the entire Group A just flew off like it was a race. So I had a little chat with everybody and said, look, do you want to do the run-walk or not? And I got no response at all, really. So they've all flown off. So I'm now doing a progressive 10k at a very easy, progressive half marathon at a very easy pace. Tyler, well, I'll find you again next time. I'm sorry I missed you last night. I will make an effort to look for you. But when you join, make sure that your name is correct in the Zoom meeting. So make sure it says Tyler. Ben says, have you ever been into cycling or are you purely a runner? Well, I started on Zwift cycling. So back in 2015 when Zwift started, I was on the early beta release and I used cycling as cross-training for running and also prep for triathlon. So I did quite a few triathlon events in 2015-16. Eventually kind of found really the too much training for 3 separate events. So I kind of stick to running now, although I would like to do another triathlon sometime. Right, up we go to 10.4. So yeah, I don't do very much cycling these days, but I have done a bit. Yes, Leo. It's just like, 20 other versions of you just shot off ahead like crazy men. This is true, Lucho. Yeah, you cannot ask runners to walk. But I remember doing it was it last year or something? And I had quite a good group together. And we did the run walk thing for the whole half marathon. Took us 2 hours. But it was good. Oh, Carol says ZLDR had the lights on the circuit earlier. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why. Nothing to do with me. I've just agreed to do this. I haven't set it up or anything, so I don't know how it's been set up. Kim Salt says she does all her runs doing run walk strategy. Ryan Downey thinks I've been too soft on Group A. Yeah, I didn't fancy an argument tonight. No worries, Leo. I'm going to have a hot noodle tomorrow, so I wouldn't worry about it. Okay, Tina says the Christmas lights come on in Zwift when it gets dark. Okay, I'll look out for that. Should be nice. I'm one of the originals, yeah. I think my first ride on Zwift was February 2015. Sorry about that. Just realised something, but it was all right. Okay, 9 kilometres done. 10.6 kilometres per hour now. 10.6. 12k to go. Yes, so not the healthiest of diets, but you've got a kebab coming. I said don't worry about it because I've got a pot noodle to eat. Darren likes the music. It's good. I must try and get another playlist sorted as well. Tina has been watching videos about the Barkley Marathons. Yeah, it's kind of a dream of mine to get one loop done of those. Lucho, for races, I use the Nike Next Percent. Oh yes, Leo. Are there none in the shop then? I'll have a look and I'll ask. Yeah, for races, Lucho, I use Nike Next Percent, and for running on the treadmill, I've got my New Balance 1080s, or I've also got some Adidas Structure 19s, which are quite old. Yeah, navigation would be the thing, Tina. Finding all the pages in the book, finding all the books would be the thing, yeah. But also you can't shy away from the fact that it's got massive elevation as well. All right, Leo, I'll ask. I think we've got a meeting with them tomorrow. No, on Tuesday. Nike Vomero. I've not heard of them. Okay, I'll look them up. Leo likes his Carbon X. I was thinking of getting some Rocket X. Oh yeah, so Carbon X for the treadmill and Rockets for the outside. Okay. Yeah, I was definitely thinking of looking at the Rocket X or the Saucony Endorphin Pros. Lucho, have those Bostons got a carbon plate in them or not? Okay, so Darren and Leo are the same. Darren's got Carbon X and Rocket as well from Hoka. I heard that the Carbon X are a bit clunky though. If I could afford some Alpha Flies, Grace, I would definitely get some. Yeah, they would be the next ideal shoes that I would buy. Nike Alpha Fly, next percent, yeah. I've got the Vapor Fly. Okay, so yeah, so the Bostons are not carbon plate. Darren really likes the Carbon X. He said 240 grams and you can run an ultra in them. Oh, well, that sounds awesome. Would you say the same for the Rocket X as well? Oh, we're up to 10.8 now. So Carol is doing really well, sticking with me all the way. I don't know how far you're going, Carol. PF likes the 1080s. Says New Balance 1080s rock. Yeah, I've not really got a problem with mine. They did start to cut me on the heel, but I just wear thicker socks and then they're fine. Okay, right, yeah, let me know when you've got your Rocket X how they compare to the Carbon X. I have heard some bad things about the Carbon X, and across the whole range of carbon plated shoes, they are the slowest and the least comfortable to run in, but I mean, I don't know because I've not tried them. Okay, and Carol says 361 are bringing their version, I assume you mean carbon plated shoe, out next March called the Flame. Yeah, I know all about Jim. I've interviewed Jim Wormsley. Well, that's not true. My kids have interviewed Jim Wormsley. You go on my YouTube page and search for Jim Wormsley interview. You'll see my kids interviewing Jim Wormsley. Owen Casey hates the 1080s. Gives him pain in the right foot. Hard to beat the endorphin speeds. Absolutely love them. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Saucony endorphins. Dowie Steen says, have you ever tried the Asics? No, I've never tried any Asics shoes. I've never worn any Asics shoes at all. How did you get a Nike discount for your birthday? Did they just send you a discount for your birthday? That's nice of them. Victoria says she used to be a Hoka road shoe girl, but now she's totally converted to the New Balance 1080s. Stephen Smith likes his Hoka Rincons and the new Torrent 2s. So Rincons are, I think Rincons are road shoes, aren't they? And Torrent 2s are trail shoes. I've got the original Torrents. I haven't tried the Torrent 2s yet. Darren says the Asics Meta Racer is the bomb. So that's another carbon plated shoe, I think, the Meta Racer. Hey, this is a good shoe discussion. Winning Inter says, what do you prefer, treadmill or outside? Outside, if I'm honest, but I totally recognise the importance of treadmill training. And there are some runs that I definitely prefer to do on the treadmill, where I can concentrate on my form. I don't have to worry about trees, rocks, curbs, buses, lorries, pedestrians. I can just concentrate on running forward. I like the treadmill for interval training as well. It's kind of like a track, but you don't have to go around a bend. Lucio says, does anybody use the Tempo Next Percent? So Tempo Next Percent is the one down from the Vaporfly Next Percent. I haven't used the Tempos. I've only got the Vaporflies. Well, Darren, I've heard good things about the Saucony Endorphin Speed. People I've talked to like them, and they're not so keen on the carbon. So they would argue that the Endorphin Speed is a more comfortable, more responsive shoe for a great price, and the Carbon X is less comfortable and doesn't give you as much speed and as much spring back off the push off. Hiroyuki, hello to you, buddy. Hiroyuki likes the Cliftons 5, 6 and 7. So Cliftons are Hoka's other road shoe. Flat response, almost a zero drop shoe. Oh, they used to be anyway. And very wide toe box for the Cliftons. So Darren says the Tempo Next Percent was the replacement for the Pegasus Turbo 2s and was a huge letdown shoe. So there you go. And Grace said she tried it, but she didn't like it. Nathaniel, if you've completed the first group run program, yeah, I would. Am I supposed to be going faster? I am, aren't I? Sorry, I'm supposed to be going at 11. Okay. I would start jumping into group runs and races. Yes. So you've done the initial kind of 101 program. So now it's time to start joining some regular group runs. Start getting to know some regular Zwift runners. Find a group that you like. Find a group that suits your time in the evening or in the morning or whatever, if you run at lunchtime. And find like an interval session that you like or a long run that you like. Right, so Lucio's been told about the tempos. They can go in the bin. Kim Salt uses Ultras Paradigm, which is zero drop super wide toe box. Yes, so Ultras, like the Clifton has quite a wide toe box. Well, the Ultras, all Ultra shoes are zero drop and have a very wide toe box to allow your feet to splay. The whole idea of ultras is that your toes are allowed a lot more room than traditional running shoes. You'll notice when you buy a pair of ultras or you have a look at them how odd the toe box looks, and when you put your feet in them initially it's very strange. And also zero drop, so you know there's not as much cushioning, and because it's zero drop you do kind of have a bit more contact with the road, and some people like that, some people don't. I mean, you could still have zero drop with a big stack height, but ultras, I don't think ultras make a shoe with a big stack height. I think most of their shoes are quite low to the ground. So Lucio is going to join us on Tuesday for our sub 40 10k. So through the volcano once again. Okay, so Kim Salt says the Paradigms do have a pretty large stack height, so maybe they're more comfortable. Okay, so we've done 12 kilometers now, and we have 9.1k left to go. We're now at 11.2 kilometers per hour. Dowie Stain says, do you take any sort of energy supplement while doing long runs on the treadmill? No, not really. If I'm doing a marathon, then yes, I'll probably have something, but half marathon, anything below a half marathon, no. Marathons, I'll probably have a drink of Coke or something at some point, but generally I try and stay away from too much sugar content, really. Try to run on fat most of the time. Which is what we're doing today. So we're keeping heart rate relatively low, doing a gradual increase of pace, but because we're keeping the heart rate low, we're not losing an awful lot of sweat, so we're not needing to hydrate. So we'll manage to do 21 kilometers today with no water and no food. I do have a drink of hot chocolate next to me, but that was because we were going to be doing this run walk strategy, and I was going to have a nice drink of hot chocolate in between each of the run sections. But now we're not doing any walking, we're just doing total running all the way. There's no need for the drink. I'll have it later. It'll still be warm. So Carol is still going. Well done, Carol. Ozeron was miles ahead of us, and now he's behind us. What's happened there? Do we think he's had a dropout? Because he's back on sub 4 minute kilometres now. He must have had a dropout, because he's on 20k. Or is he actually coming up behind me to lap me? That's what he's doing, isn't he? He's already on a lap. Lucho, Darren has already sent you an invite for Tuesday. Yeah, I've worked that out, Darren. He's lapping us, yeah. Lucio says thanks, Darren.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Zen Studio, thank you, buddy. Well, hopefully Ozeron will not lap us because he'll finish before he gets to us. He's only got 500 metres left to run, 700 metres left to run. So he won't actually catch up with us. Thank goodness, I don't want to be lapped. Yeah, so he's nearly done. And he'll be done in about 1 hour, 22 minutes. So a nice quick half marathon for Ozeron from the USA. Carol's going to reset her treadmill and catch me up in a minute. Do you think you can get through the whole half marathon, Carol? We've only got 8k to go. We'll do it in under 2 hours. Okay, Nathaniel says, it's probably a dumb question, but what's up with the arrow above your head? Right. The arrow above my head means I'm a run leader. And I don't know if you've been watching for the whole run, but I was supposed to be in charge of Group A. And Group A was supposed to be a run-walk group. So we're supposed to be walking for a little bit, and then running, walking for half a mile, and then running for a mile, then walking for half a mile, then running, and carrying on like that. So when we started, nobody took any notice of that whatsoever, and they all flew off. And so I was left on my own at the back. So Carol has now joined me to keep me company, but yeah, so I'm supposed to be the leader of Group A, but I'm not leading Group A. They've all gone off. But there we are. Okay, I have bullied Carol into doing the whole thing, so she's just behind me. She's going to catch me up, and we've got 8 kilometres left to do. Well done, Carol. Thank you very much. But Carol, if it gets too fast, I think we're close enough now to the end that you can finish it. But just if it gets too hard, just slow down. Yes, I thought that as well, Nathaniel. Very rude of everybody just to run off. A TV guy, Australia. Hello, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, come on, Carol, catch up. Okay, so Carol's going to stick at her pace, but she's going to finish it. H. Yee says he can't get heart rate working. And if you're on a Bluetooth device, just turn Bluetooth off and turn it on again, and you should start going again. So if you're on Windows 10, if you're on a Windows machine, turn Bluetooth off, turn it on again, reconnect. If you're on an iPad or an iPhone, turn Bluetooth off, turn it on again, reconnect. Hello, Magali.
Nice.
Magali says it's nice to watch. Good, I'm glad it's not too boring doing this steady-paced half marathon. We've got 7.5k to go, and we're gradually just increasing the speed bit by bit as we go on. Letitia Scott says, go Stephen. Letitia joined us last night for our video 5k. No worries, Yee. So Yee is over in Canada and he's currently at 15 kilometres, 6k to go for him. And Letitia is over in Australia and was one of the stars of our video 5k run yesterday. Do join us next week, 8:05 p.m. UK time, where we all get on our video phones or iPads or laptops and join a Zoom meeting, and we have a 5k run together where we're all on camera. Yeah, Nathaniel, you just need to slow down. Simple as that. There's no other way to do it. Just slow your running down. Don't be embarrassed. You know, sometimes I'm running outdoors and people are overtaking me, whizzing off ahead. But I've got a plan and I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And that involves low heart rate, running slowly, meaning you can get more miles in a week without being fatigued. 7k to go. So looking at the time, I think it's probably just going to be just over 2 hours, isn't it? Because we've got still about 6.8 kilometres left to do and about 32 minutes left to do it to get a 2-hour half marathon. So I think we might be a little bit over that, but we'll keep going. Carol's had some problems repairing her treadmill, but she's all right now. Well done, Chris Nolan, for yesterday. Good work, buddy.
Nice.
Hayward and Daigle, thank you very much for your ride-ons, guys. There's one of my heart rate dips. Look, down to 106 BPM there. And coming back up again now. Right, up to 11.8 kilometres per hour now. 6k to go. What's the Chelsea-Everton score, Lucho? I think we want Everton to win that one. Come on! Good stuff, Everton. So we need, yeah, it'd be good to, if Everton can win that one. Just keeps the pressure off from Chelsea. Kathy says we're looking great. Yeah, feeling all right actually, Kathy, with 5.5k to go. Feeling all right. Grace, no, we've had much longer than this. Yeah, as Ryan says, we did a 100-miler on the treadmill. Was it in May, Ryan? Something like that, in May this year. We did 100 miles on the treadmill. And that's all on 3 separate videos on YouTube. Go and look for, you want to have a look at it. 100 miles of Watopia, where we covered every single inch of Watopia in 24 hours. Stephen Smith, I've been a Liverpool supporter all my life. No, not kidding you, Grace. I've done 3 100 milers this year, 2 outdoors and 1 on the treadmill. And we've done about 6 marathons on the treadmill as well, and we'll do another one next week. So next Sunday, a week tomorrow, we are going to run Westopia Run Festival Marathon at 8 AM UK time on Sunday next week. Brian Downey said, yeah, it sucked. 24 hours on a treadmill, who would do that? Tyler, no, you can race. You can race Darren on Tuesday, no worries. I think that's what the idea is, really. Right, Stephen Smith is no longer my friend.
Nice.
I think Victoria's going to do a half marathon next weekend, and I'll do the marathon. Okay, so Carol is right back with me. Well done, Carol, great job. Fantastic work. 5k to go, and Carol is right there with us. Brilliant. She's done a great catch-up job. And we're now going up to 12 kilometers per hour. 5k to go, 17 kilometers done. Sorry, 16 kilometers done. 5k left. So it's just going to be just over 2 hours, I think, for the full thing. Okay, I'll let you off, Carol. No worries, Carol, don't worry about it. It's fine. $5k to go, Carol, you can stick it out. Only 4 more increases of pace to go. If we're on the old music, I just hope we don't get a copyright strike. Another little heart rate dip there. So we're coming up to 1 hour 40 with 4.5k to go. So yeah, it's going to be 2 hours and 5 minutes, isn't it? Two hours, 2.5 minutes. Stephen, yeah, go for it. That'd be a good challenge to do. Climbing Von Top, 1,600 metre climb. That'd be a nice one to do. Sense Studio says, are you going to do another sub 3 hour on the marathon, on the Zwift marathon next week? I don't think so, no. I might try and do 3:15 or something. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how fit I'm feeling. I think it's 8% for Von Top, Stephen, 8%.
Ride on!
Eric Lou, thank you for the ride on. Okay, Ryan Downey says it's 9% average for Von Top, so 9%, Stephen. Okay, 17 kilometres done. Up to 12.2 now, 4k left. Winning Inter says, come on, Carol, you can do this. Keep it up, Carol. Doing really, really well. Still managing to keep the heart rate in zone 2. So that's good. We might just creep into zone 3 for the last 2 kilometres. Possibly, we'll see. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod like the Zwift pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world.
Debbie Colville says, well done Carol, keep going, doing good. And Tyler Stanger says, how much was your treadmill? This MyRun, Technology MyRun is about £3,500 UK pounds. So about $4,500 US. Yes, Darren, I've got it listed somewhere. I'll share it with you. Remind me to find it and I'll share it with you. Right, 18k done. Up to 12.4 now. 3k to go. Oh dear. Ryan Downey, what is going on? So earlier on we had a conversation about climbing Von Top, and I said, in answer to Stephen Smith's question, the average is about 8%. Ryan Downey told me it was 9%. Foolishly, I believed Ryan Downey. I mean, why would I ever believe Ryan Downey in anything he says? And he has now been forced to correct himself and agree with the master of Zwift that it is 8%. Do you know what? It's only 8% because I remember you telling me it was 8% originally. We are so near now, Carol. Just over 2.5k to go. Ryan, I've been telling you to do that for ages and you just don't listen. I'm not just a pretty face, you know. Patrick Crass says he tried running on Zwift before and gave up. But now he's tempted again. It's great fun, Patrick, and especially when you get in a group of people that you kind of get to know and you have, you know, you become a little online running club. And I'm running with Carol here, and Carol and me have known each other for a long time now on Zwift. And it's great to run with people. And if you have to run on a treadmill, if you can't get outside, you still get to run with people and enjoy a bit of a community. So it is great. Okay, we have now crept into zone 3 with 2.5k left to go. Yes, Patrick. Just join a group run. Sometimes, take you a few runs to get into it and maybe get to know people. Yeah, it's great. Right, heading back over to the volcano now. Mura, thank you for the ride on, and Carol Rushworth, thank you for the ride on. I think I've already given Carol a ride on. So I think we should keep it at an average of zone 2 for the whole run. 135 BPM at the moment. And here comes the penultimate increase in pace. Just one more after this one. Right, there we go. 19 kilometers done, 2 to go. And up we go to 12.6 kilometers per hour now. Patrick, don't worry about your speed. Nobody cares how fast or slow you can run. Just enjoy yourself. This is going to have been an amazing run by Carol. I know she had a little break in the middle, but she had to reset her treadmill. But apart from that, I mean, just to keep this going and keep this regular progression of pace, so we're getting faster and faster. Really amazing work, Carol. Fantastically done. Just hold out for another mile or so. Yeah, we love a negative split, Grace. Lucho says the only important thing in Zwift is getting new shirts. Yeah, I love it. To go. Harold, thank you very much.
Jack it up.
So do I do the gentlemanly thing, the chivalrous thing, and let Carol get 9th place and I'll finish in 10th. Do I do that or do I race her to the end? I think Carol should have 9th. So Carol, when we get towards the end, I just want you to sprint forward a bit and get ahead of me, okay? Oh, that's very kind of you to say, Patrick. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thank you.
Do you know what? It's been another one of those runs where you start out not really into it, not really feeling it, not really wanting to do it. And then by the end, you're kind of so glad you did it. It's been an absolute blast, I tell you, it really has. It's been great running with Carol. It's been really nice doing this kind of progressive 21 kilometres, gradually speeding up. Last increase in pace now. 12.8, Carol, come on. 1 kilometre left to do. Right, Victoria says be chivalrous. So, i.e. give the run to Carol. Ryan Downey says she doesn't want handouts. So, you know, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Dawn Courage is about to finish. Well done, Dawn. Thank you, Grace. Oh, Carol, come on. Sprint me to the end, come on.
Hammer time.
Right, well, Carol says she's happy with 10th. Lucio says Carol should push me into the lava. Paul Ramby, hello Paul on YouTube. Paul says, really enjoyed watching the stream, inspiring. Thank you, Paul, that's very kind of you to say so.
Thank you very much, that's really nice, thank you.
Tina Beard wants us to finish together. I don't think Zwift will allow that. I think you can't have a joint finish. I think even if we wrote to support and asked them if we could have joint 9th place, they wouldn't allow it. Winning Inter says he's learned some good tips tonight. Thank you, no problem. You are welcome.
Hammer time.
Hi, Philip. So we're going to finish in 2 hours and 2 minutes or so. Really enjoyed that. Great effort by Carol. Absolutely superb. There's the finish line just up ahead. And here we go, up to the finish line. And we are done. Oh, so good. That was such good fun. I'm so glad I did that now. I didn't want to do it. I was settled in for the evening. I felt comfortable on the sofa watching the TV. And then a reminder from Ryan Boyd that I was supposed to be running a half marathon in half an hour. And up I got. And we did it, and it was fine, and I really enjoyed it, and we had such a good time. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We've had such a good load of chat as well. Chat about running shoes and all sorts of things. So it's been really nice. Philip Trigg, Alexa, set Stephen's treadmill speed to 8 kilometres an hour. Nice one. Oh dear. So yeah, well done, Carol. Superb, Carol, says Victoria. Lucio, who is Z Squad on YouTube, says congratulations to you both. Debbie Colville, fantastic run, guys. Well done, both of you. Hathy de Blasio says strong work. Grace says nice. Chris Simmons says, I've been running on Zwift for a couple of weeks now, never been a big runner, but really enjoying it so far. Enjoy watching your video, plus my wife is also running in this event. Oh, nice one. So well done to Chris Simmons. Chris Simmons' wife running in this half marathon today. It was supposed to be a run walk, but nobody in Group A wanted to do run walk, and they all flew off ahead of me. So Carol and I just ran a progressive 21.1 kilometres together, and it was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. So there we are. We are all done. I'm now going for a shower and to have some food. And we will do a pot noodle run tomorrow. Victoria will be on tomorrow to do Victoria's pot noodle run tomorrow evening. So join Victoria for that if you want. Paul Ramby says, well done to you both. Darren says, see you on Tuesday. Thank you very much. Ryan has a few fists, pump fists. That's there, or is that applause? I can't work out what that is. Or is it an ice cream? It's something anyway. I think it's complimentary. Yeah, so there we are. Okay, right, guys, thank you very much for all your chats. It's been really wonderful, really enjoyed that. Well done to Carol, well done to everybody who's taken part in the run today, and we will see you tomorrow for Victoria's pot noodle run around about 7 o'clock, something like that, 6 o'clock maybe. Yeah, maybe 6 o'clock tomorrow evening UK time for Victoria's pot noodle run. Join us then. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.